We are live.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Milford Athletic Signing Day, class of 2020. It's our spring signing extravaganza. It might look a little different because we're not all in the same room together, but I promise you this is going to be a special day for our student athletes, their families, our coaches, and all the people in attendance. First of all, I want to thank the many people with us today. We have obviously a lot of parents, family members, some college coaches, high school coaches, media, obviously all the people joining us live on YouTube. Yes, we are live on YouTube. We're streaming. So hopefully we're out there trending. We've got hundreds, if not thousands of views. So welcome to everybody with us today. We're so lucky and fortunate to have you. I know it might look a little different, but we promise this event will be no different. It'll be a special for everybody in attendance today. I also want to give a special shout out to ICRC. They are actually producing this event. You'll see on YouTube and our local cable stations. This will be broadcasted throughout with some cool graphics and names and pictures. So I want to say thanks to Tim Newman and the staff at ICRC for producing this event and picking it up. I know that means a lot to our kids and their families. Like I said, we couldn't be here in person, but we can blast that out to so many more people. I think it's going to be an awesome event. So thank you guys for doing that. Also, I want to say a special thank you to our coaches. We have a lot of coaches with us today. So if you guys don't mind just saying hello when I announce your name so we can see your face. So we're starting with Brian Croston, who's our varsity boys soccer coach. He's coming off our first district title since 2011 and our first regional runner-up since 2008. Coach Croston, welcome. All right, moving on to Coach Jill Helms. She's our varsity girls soccer coach going into her second year. She's coming off a phenomenal year, a 10-4-2 season, one of the best seasons we've had. Coach Helms, welcome. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
Next, we have Coach Grippa as our varsity football coach. Just completed his third year. We've been in 2 playoff seasons out of 3 years, and also including our first playoff win. Welcome, Coach Grippa. Thanks for being here.
Thanks. Hello, everybody.
Welcome. Thanks for joining us. Next, we have Coach Wendy Robinson as our varsity girls lacrosse coach. This is one of the fastest growing and rising programs we had. We had over 20 freshmen come out this year. So welcome, Coach Robinson. Thanks for joining us.
Hello. Thank you.
Next, we have Coach Emma Frey. She's a high school swimming and diving coach, fresh off a 17 district qualifier season and 2 state qualifiers. So welcome, Coach Frey. Thanks for being here.
Thanks you.
Lastly, but not least, we have 2 coaches with us joining us. We have Coach Alicia Wall and Coach Colleen Epp. They're varsity cheerleading coaches. They are coming off their 5th straight ECC cheerleading championship and our second in a row UCA national championship in cheerleading. So welcome, coaches. Thanks for being with us here today.
Thank you. Thanks for having us.
So as you can see, we have a full crowd. Just going to talk about the format really quick, and then we're going on to our signing stuff here. So we'll go and introduce our talk about our format a little bit. So our varsity coaches will be introduced shortly, and they will introduce our student athletes. They'll talk about where they're signing. They'll say a couple things about them. And after they're done, they'll turn over to our student athletes, and that's their chance to shine and say some thank yous and well wishes and people they want to thank that helped them along the way. So that will be the format, just like our signing day was in February. Do want to remind everybody that when you're not talking, please mute your buttons there so we don't see you or hear you, any background noises. Just another friendly reminder to please mute when it's not your turn to talk. And signee
Did freeze up.
Okay, well, I don't know what that is. Technical difficulties. We apologize for that. So I think we're back on live and going here. So like I said, I'll start from the top. So obviously we never thought, I think anybody would be sitting here, here in May having a virtual signing day. I think we intended to be here in person celebrating this all together with our families, friends, and coaches. So obviously we're not able to do that. But I will tell you though, this is going to be one of the most memorable signing days we've ever had at Milford. And I will tell you why. Like number one, like I said, it's our first virtual signing day we've ever had. So you are part of history. This may be the trend for years to come. So you are part of an unprecedented time here. Also, like I said, we're broadcasting this live on YouTube. We're broadcasting on local public TV and radio stations. So very first time we've ever done that. But more importantly, obviously in a difficult time, the last couple of weeks and months have been, we've talked a lot about things going on in our society, but we're sitting here. We finally get to talk about something positive, something bright. We get to focus on the future and moving on. Right now, a lot of our lives have hit the pause button. We haven't had sports. We haven't had all that. So it's great to turn our attention on something positive, something optimistic, really focusing on your careers here, but also more importantly, your futures. So also, I would be remiss if I didn't say, let's take a minute to reflect on the journey we've gone through. So this has been a long process for you all. This greatness does not happen by accident. You're all here. You're part of that 7% of high school kids that sign to play at the next level. It's very few that get this opportunity. So I want to tell you to make sure you take it, don't take it for granted. Make sure you tell the people in your lives, your family, some sitting next to you, some from afar, other coaches. Make sure you tell them thank you for what they've done to you, when they've pushed you, when you wanted to stop, when there was people maybe that inspired you to get in the sport. There's a lot of people on your journey that helped you get there. So make sure you take time to thank those people. People maybe you haven't seen or talked to in a while. And obviously your family, friends, parents, make sure you tell them for all the sacrifices they've made so it allows you to be in this position today to continue your academic and athletic careers. So I'm very proud of you. Like I said, this just because we're virtual today doesn't take anything away how special this day is. Hopefully, if anything, it's more special because the circumstances and the closeness to the family and the things that maybe we've taken for granted the last couple of weeks that, we have a different perspective. So Milford Eagle class of 2020 signing day class, on behalf of the Milford Athletic Department, Milford School District, the community of Milford, congratulations on pursuing your academic and athletic endeavors at the collegiate level and continue to make us proud. You already have, and you'll always be a very special part of our Eagle family. So we're so proud of you, and hopefully you enjoy this day and enjoy this moment. With that said, let's get right on to our ceremony. We're going to start and introduce our first coach. He's a man of many words, I know that, but we'll introduce our varsity boys soccer coach, Brian Croston.
Many words. Oh gosh, what do I have to live up to now? Thank you. It's really good to be here, and I feel so blessed to be able to get to talk about Kyle Bein today. He has he's one of very few boys who have gone all 4 years through the program. I tried to count them all up, and I think in my 14 years of coaching at Milford, he's one of 4. And I'll never forget the first time I got to see Kyle. I heard about him. I heard, we have this great 8th grader that's coming in, and we do summer training. And so here it was early June, and Alan Grodhouse was pointing him out to me, and we're playing these small-sided games. And all of a sudden I see Kyle just hit this incredible diagonal ball. And it's about 40 yards. The guy that he's playing it to is on a sprint, and it lands perfectly on his foot. And I'm like, oh my gosh, he did that with his left foot. And Alan goes, oh, well, he's left-footed. I'm like, oh, okay, well, that's still pretty impressive because not many boys can hit something like that, especially when they're, 14, 15 years old. About 15 minutes later, he did the exact same thing with his right foot. And at that moment, I knew we had something special because that kid could do wonders. He was physically mature for a freshman, emotionally mature, and he was ready to step in and be an impact player right from the beginning. His preferred position was left back. I would say he was one of the best left backs in the city right from his freshman year. Definitely by his sophomore and junior year, he was one of the best left backs, if not the best left back. I remember trying to convince him that his junior year, he might be able to really be an impact player for us in the middle of the field. And he resisted that. And it was interesting because Kyle, everyone would kind of admit that Kyle's not a man of many words. He was a silent player, and we had fun kind of making fun of the fact that he doesn't speak much. And so he didn't feel comfortable doing that. He wanted to play the left back position. And then all of a sudden, this senior year, this very special year that we had with a tremendous senior class, Kyle said, he came to me and said, Coach, I really think I can help the team if I go higher up the field. And not only was that an unselfish move on his part, but it also showed me that he had reached the point where he had gained that confidence in that voice, and he became a vocal person on the field. He became a dominating person on the field. He was an absolute leader for this program. He was useful up front, scored goals, had assists. He was super aggressive. But then I think another telltale is when we were reaching the tournament time and he said, Coach, I think that maybe if we want to advance really far in the tournament, you might want to use me back on defense. And we explored all the options. And sure enough, that turned out to be the one that we went with. And we put Kyle back in his preferred position where he could shut down the opposition's strong forwards. And we got to the regional final. Not just because of Kyle, but Kyle was a huge part of that. And I don't know that we could have done it exactly the same way without him. The last thing I want to say about Kyle is this. I've known Kyle, the soccer player, for 4 years, but I was also blessed to have Kyle in my AP statistics class. And I got to see Kyle, the scholar, and he is an incredible academic. He's very, very intelligent. He's one of my strongest in AP statistics. I have no doubt that next week, when he's taking that exam, that he will be rocking it and scoring one of the highest marks possible. So it's no surprise to me that Kyle will be playing collegiate soccer. He's going to be at Carroll University, where he will be up and down the left flank, I have no doubt, terrorizing the other team and shutting down their strongest forwards. But Kyle is a gentleman, and he will be absolutely brilliant in the classroom, and he is a great, great human being. So I look forward to seeing what Kyle will be doing in the future. And here's Kyle.
Thank you, Coach. I just want to take this time to thank everyone that helped me get to where I am today. Mostly my parents, my mom and dad, definitely my coaching staff, Croston, Grodhouse, especially at club soccer with my King's Hammer coaches. They really helped me get to where I am today. Yeah, man of many words, as Croston said. Thank you.
Congratulations, Kyle. Very proud of you. Best of luck at Carroll University. It's a great institution. So we're very proud of you, Kyle. All right, we're moving on to our next one. I want to introduce our varsity girls head soccer coach, Miss Jill Helms.
Hi, everybody. So I had the privilege of coaching Trina Manning. She's going to be going to D2 Coker University in South Carolina. I met Trina when she was a freshman. I was the JV coach at the time, and I knew she was something special right away. It was so obvious that I was actually really surprised that she, just the way that the cards fell, ended up on JV just temporarily. She eventually moved up to varsity her freshman year, but I was really fortunate to be able to coach her for the majority of that season. And I knew every game going in that the current varsity coach was probably going to pull her up. And he eventually did. And it was definitely deserved. I was obviously really sad because Trina was one of my best players. But I was excited to see her move up to the next level. And then she's also one of those players who makes you as a coach want to coach and want to continue coaching that player. Trina's someone that when I wasn't able to coach her the next year, I was really bummed about that. And just the way that things turned out, I was able to coach her senior year, and it was so enjoyable to watch her shine. Some specifics about her: she scored 6 goals her senior year. She's a quiet leader, but when she's on the field, she has this ability to lead the team with her actions. And as a coach, you dream about having a player who can change the game with one move. So, for example, with soccer, I don't want to get into too much lingo with the sport, but one 1v1 that Trina successfully made, or one tackle, could change the complete direction of the game. And the girls fed off of her energy. And she was a person that I would go to and say, hey, you need to do something to help this game get going. And she could do that. She had the ability. She's very talented. And then she had the respect and the ability for every girl to follow her lead because they all respected her. She's also very competitive. So despite, obviously knowing that she's very talented, I knew she was going to go play in college, but you also have to have that grit and that competitiveness. And Trina by far has that. And her personality on the field, you can see that she always wants to win, and that's going to take her to high places when she moves on into college. She's also somebody that the girls unanimously voted as captain. And so that's just a testament of who she is as a person off the field as well. The girls wanted her to be a leader. Gonna miss her. We posted on social media yesterday that I wish we could have 4 more years with her, but we can't. We have to share her. So we're all looking forward to seeing everything that she does in college.
Thanks, Coach. We'll turn over to Trina if you have any words for anybody.
Thank you, Coach. I just want to thank my family, my teammates, and all my coaches at Ohio Elite and Joe Helms. So, thank you.
Thanks, Trina. We wish you the best there at Coker, and we'll be watching at the next level. Okay, congratulations. All right, now we're going to do Coach Tom Grippa, our varsity football coach.
Before we get started, I want to congratulate all the student athletes. This is a great honor going on to play at the next level. Like Mr. Zupka said, not very many players get to do that. So congratulations. And the first player I'm going to talk about is Lucas Bowling. Lucas was a senior captain in 2019. He started for us. There's 2 plays I'd like to talk about that kind of, I'm sure for Lucas, it'll be plays that he'll remember for the rest of his life. The first one was against Fairfield in 2018, and he was playing linebacker, and they ran an off-tackle power play, and he's supposed to scrape, and the defensive end is supposed to spill the play, make it bounce. He did his job. Lucas was right there to tackle the kid for no gain, and I bring that up just because that running back that he tackled for no gain was Jutuan McClain, was one of the best running backs in the state of Ohio. He's going to Kentucky on a full ride, and Lucas put him down right there. And the second play that I remember, and I'm sure Lucas will remember this, his pick 6 against Dunbar to help seal the win for us. That was a great moment for us in 2019. He was a great leader. He was a captain. I could ask Lucas to do anything, and he would do it. He got it started when we were in the weight room, and I'd say, Lucas, get it started. And he would start with our dynamic warm up, and he was awesome. He was like a coach out there. I also remember this about Lucas. His work ethic. He outworked anybody that we had on our football team, and he made himself into a player. He was tough. He was a team player. When he was a sophomore, he didn't get any varsity action as a 10th grader. Not many 10th graders do, but he was a great leader on the sideline, and I remember him doing that. And I remember commenting to one of my coaches about how I noticed how he was such a great leader on the sideline. We're going to miss Lucas a lot, but our loss will be Mount St. Joe's gain, and he's going to join 2 Eagles that are already there. Freshman Jake Ayler and Dustin Loudermilk. I guess they're sophomores by now, but those 2 kids both played a lot. Dustin actually started as a freshman, and I think Lucas will be right there in the mix to play early on, because I know what kind of toughness he has, his work ethic, his dedication, and on the football staff, we love Lucas, and we're really proud of him. Okay, Lucas, you're up.
Hey, Coach, thank you for that. I also wanted to thank my parents and all the coaches and teammates that I've had along the way, including Coach Lewis, who started coaching me in 3rd grade and was there till my senior year. Thank you.
Congratulations, Lucas. We're proud of you. Best of luck at the next level, and we wish you the best, okay? All right, Coach Grippa, back to you for number 2.
The next player is John Hackler. John loved Milford football. He didn't play much, but he still loved Milford football. In fact, he loved it so much that after our practices, he would go work with the 5th or 6th grade football team and coach their offensive line. I was really impressed with that. And I talked to one of his coaches that he worked with, and they said he did a great job, and they were so impressed with John. And John, for us, was a team player who worked hard every day on scout team to make us better. He had a positive attitude, and he did whatever we asked him to do. his junior year, John came up to me and said, "Coach, what do I have to do to start?" And I said, "John, you need to lose some weight." So John took the challenge on, and he went from 320 down to 275. And I have to say, if you've tried to lose weight before, you know how hard that is. And for him to do that required great discipline. And I was so proud of John for doing that. We're going to miss John. He's going to Kentucky State to play football. And just like Lucas, our loss will be Kentucky State's gain. They'll get a kid who will give him 110% and he'll have a great attitude. And we're really proud of John, and I want to wish him the best. Is John here, Aaron?
Yeah, I think he jumped on. John, you want to say any words?
Yes. I want to thank, first of all, my parents for being there the entire time, driving me to practices, coming and watching me to play my games and all that. I also want to thank Coach Grippa for giving me a chance to play football for him. Coach Edwards, because he got me interested in playing football, and Coach Lewis.
That's awesome. Thanks,
Good
John.
job, John.
Congratulations. We're so proud of you. Best of luck at the next level, okay?
Thank you, sir.
All right, next we're going to do Coach Wendy Robinson, our varsity girls lacrosse coach.
Hello. Well, I'm excited to be here today to introduce Alexis Montalvo. She's going to be playing at our Division II Ashland University next year. She's an amazing player. We've watched her fully develop as a lacrosse player. She's got the heart, the hustle, the desire that you need to win to really take any team to the next level. So that's why we're thrilled that she'll, even though we didn't get to see her play this spring, and it would have been amazing that we're going to get to see her play with her school next year, and she'll just be wearing a different color. But she had ECC honors in our sport. She was a great leader in our program on and off the field. We wouldn't have made it through this virtual season this spring without her. So we are incredibly grateful that we've had her as a part of our program. We're going to be short in the midfield next year without her. She can run like crazy. She's aggressive and picks up a million ground balls. She's just a kid that you want on your field when you're ready to win a game. So we congratulate Ashland for picking her up, and we can't wait to see her play next year with her new teammates. Congratulations, Alexis. Now I'm going to turn it over to you.
Thank you, Coach. I would like to say thank you to, of course, you, Coach Schroeder, Coach Sidner. You guys really pushed me to be the best player I could be. I never played since my first year, sophomore year, so really going into a new sport was scary, but having you guys teach me the ropes was amazing. I so appreciated for you guys. I also like to thank my mom and my dad for being my biggest supporters. My dad is a big soccer guy, so he had no idea how to play lacrosse, so he learned the ropes and tried to teach me as best as he could, and I just really appreciate everyone that's helped me along the way.
Congratulations, Alexa. Very proud of you. Wish you nothing but the best at the next level in Ashland University, okay? All right, we're moving on next. We're going to introduce Coach Emma Frey, who's our high school swimming coach.
Hi, my name is Emma, and I'm introducing Emma Otten. Emma she was a transfer, so she only swam with us for 1 year, which is a little bit of a bummer, but I've known her for 3 years, so she's a fantastic individual. She's a great leader, both in and out of the pool. I loved having her around, especially because she has the same name as me, so that was really convenient. She is a phenomenal swimmer. She was a great flyer. She holds many club records on our club team. In addition, she also was able to be a part of the medley relay record that was broken this year at the district meet. It was smashed, I think, by 5 seconds. It was amazing. She swam butterfly in that leg of it. Additionally, she also swam and broke our 100 fly record, which is about 10 years old, which is phenomenal. So, such a cool swim, and I was so proud of her. Emma was a part of the CCP program at the University of Cincinnati her last 2 years. She's phenomenal, a scholar athlete. She's very committed. She's very organized. She shows great leadership on her team and in and out of the classroom. She will be attending Grove City College this fall. Really bummed that we could only had her for a year. Really wish we would have had her for all 4 years, but we'll definitely take what we can get. And Emma, I'm so proud of you, and I'm really going to miss you, but I'm so excited, and I think you're going to do great.
Thank you. To start off, I want to thank my parents, both of them, for supporting me and getting me into the sport to begin with. And then I also want to thank all of my coaches, past and present, club and high school, especially Coach Emma and Coach Corey, for pushing me even when I swam for Batavia High School and then my senior year at Milford High School. And I also want to thank all of my teammates. Your teammates are really important in swimming. Swimming is as much a team sport as it is an individual sport. And I just want to thank all of my teammates for having my back during those tough practices and cheering me on when it was time to race. So I'm excited to keep swimming.
Well spoken, Emma. Congrats to you, and we look forward to watching you swim at Grove City College. Congratulations to you and your family. Last but not least, we have Coach Colleen Epp and Alicia Wall are going to introduce our last signee. Coaches, are you there?
Yes.
There we go. Floor is yours.
Okay. Yes, we're here. Can you hear us?
You're good.
Oh, okay. We're good. Well, thank you for having us. I have Olivia. So the coaches have kind of put something together that we would like to say to Olivia. So, and just talk a little bit about who she was as an athlete. So Olivia received the Charles L. Seifelt Scholarship and the Michael J. Pingallo Scholarship, as well as the MHS School Spirit Award this year. Olivia plans to study nursing while attending UC with the goal of being a pediatric oncology nurse and obviously continuing her cheer career there. Olivia's cheer career with MHS consists of 4 ECC titles, 2 UCA National Championship titles, an AmeriCheer National Championship title, 4 years in the MHS cheer program, and 3 years as an MHS varsity cheerleader. She also volunteered with the MHS Unified Cheer Team. Olivia was the first ever Milford cheerleader to accomplish a standing pool, which is an extremely elite cheer skill that we are all excited to watch her do. It's a big accomplishment. This season, Olivia received the Gladiator Award from the Milford Competition Program. This award is the definition of strength, power, and living life with honor. Olivia has battled back through her high school cheer career, always with her head held high and team not me attitude during her own personal hardships and struggles. She never let those trials and hardships define her, always coming out bigger, better, and stronger than before. Olivia also received the Eagle Award for Varsity Sideline. This prestigious award is a combination of leadership, dedication, talent, and showing character above all else. Near and dear to our hearts because of her sweet, genuine spirit and fierce competitive nature. We all look forward to seeing amazing things from her in the future. Olivia, there are no words to describe this year for you. It was quite the roller coaster, but the way you held tight and didn't let go defined you. Shows how incredible you are. You are strong-willed and will achieve anything you set out to be in your life. The staff is also excited to have Olivia return as a volunteer competition coach for the 20. Congratulations, Olivia. Thank you so very much. All right.
Yeah, I'd like to say a few things. First off, thank you, Mr. Zupka, for putting this together. It was really nice of you. And then also, obviously, I want to thank my coaches and my teammates for always believing in me as an athlete and pushing me to be the best always. I couldn't have accomplished the things I did without you guys. And then last but not least, I'd like to thank my parents and my grandma. I'm incredibly grateful for them because without them, I wouldn't be where I am today without their dedication and trust of my potential. And I know they will continue to support me in all my new adventures. Into that, I'm very
Congrats, Olivia. We're looking forward to watching you at UC and continue your cheerleading career. So congratulations to you all. So ladies and gentlemen, this is all 7 signees today. These 7 will join the other 12 that have already signed this year. We have 19 total signees this year. Shortly, in a couple months, as you get in colleges and get your team pictures, we'll enshrine you forever on the Wall of Fame right outside the athletic office. It's quite an honor here to go on that wall and see all the student athletes playing at the next level. So your pictures will be up there soon. So we're so proud of you. Please cherish this moment. You know how much hard work that was put in to get to this point. So make sure that you take some time to reflect, say the thank yous you need to, but really most importantly, enjoy this. More than ever at this time, we need stuff to celebrate. We need hope, optimism, and we need to have some fun. So enjoy this moment, enjoy this day. On behalf of the athletic department, our school and community, we're so proud of you, and we hope you enjoyed this ceremony. I know it was unconventional, but once again, to be there with family, friends, and coaches and still be together, I think is important. So congratulations to all of you. I'm so proud of you. We're all so proud of you. Reflect, enjoy, and just have a lot of fun today. The last thing I will say before we conclude our ceremony, please make sure that you take some pictures and send them to me. We would like to put together a press release and send to media and social media. So please take a couple pictures of you signing your fake form or letter of intent and of your family. And then, please watch the replay. Tell your friends. It's on YouTube. You can watch it on demand anytime. It's on ICRC. We have a couple shows. It'll be on Spectrum Cable, Channel 18, and Cincinnati Bell, Optics, Channel 848 in Milford. And it'll be at Friday, 8 o'clock, and Saturday at 11:30. So make sure if you want to watch this again and have some more tears and some more laughs and celebrate, then please watch it again. So thank you so much. Congratulations. Our heart goes out to you. We wish you were there with you. But please enjoy this time with your family and friends. So thank you, everyone, for joining us. AD Zupka, I'm signing off, and we will catch you around school hopefully soon, okay? Take care, everybody. Very proud of you.
Good job, Aaron.